And thank you for joining us. We are live here at Santa Maria High School where the Saints are taking on Templeton High School's varsity volleyball team. You're joining a game in progress. We're in set 1 at a best of 5 sets. The Saints have 3 points. Templeton is leading 10-3. We've got number 11 for Santa Maria back to serve, Andrea Silvas, and her serve goes long. Now we have number 19 for Templeton, stepping up to serve. Jump serve there, nice pass. Free ball, ooh, get on the floor, good job. And a free ball coming over from the Saints side. Setter number 22, just a little off on their timing for Templeton, and the point goes to Santa Maria. Santa Maria will take the serve. We've got number 13 coming in for 22. Number 13 is Exandra Romero coming in to serve for number 22, which is Mia Lopez. Exandra's going to have the serve with the Saints trailing 11-4. And a nice short serve. That's an ace right there. Very nice. Nice serve by Exandra. See if she can do that again. Templeton's adjusting their defense a bit. And just a little short on that serve from Exandra. The serve will revert to Templeton. We've got number 18 coming in for number 2 for Templeton. 18 is Kara Cruz, and Kara's going to go ahead and take over service. Saints are ready for defense. And here's the serve. A nice pass. Get there, setter. Number 2, the setter gets there with a middle hit. Nice dig from 19, Templeton, and a free ball coming over. We've got a set to the middle. Nice dig there by Templeton. Number 13 goes up, and a really nice hit dug out by number 3. And sent over as a free ball by number 7 on Santa Maria High. Beautiful diving save by number 3 on Santa Maria. And a swing by 22 for Templeton. Nice set, get there. And a hit. And the hit goes just wide by number 5 of Santa Maria. And yet, the point goes to Santa Maria because number 6 of Templeton was in the net. That is Lauren Reeves that was in the net for Templeton. And the serve goes to Santa Maria. We've got number... Oh, beautiful serve. That's an ace right there by number 5 from Santa Maria, Laisha Real. Laisha Real back to serve. Another great serve, and it drops. We're calling that another ace. Excellent job, Laisha. Saints are coming back. We've got Templeton leading 12-7. Excuse me, 12-8. 12-8. Great serve. Nice pass. Good set. Can she get there? Yes, she can. It was a nice try by number 2 for the Saints, but that tip that middle hitter just brought over from Templeton was just in the right place. It was a great placement. We've got number 13 for Templeton back to serve. That is Savannah Joel serving. She's an outside hitter, and she is a junior for Templeton. Got some commentary between the Saints coach and the referees. And we'll go ahead and see what's the holdup. And we're back in play. We've got Savannah serving for Templeton. Out. Oh, was that in? That is called in by the line judge. From this angle, it's a little difficult to tell, but they're calling it in. She must have put it right on that line. A very nice serve by Savannah from Templeton. Templeton leads 14-8 and have the serve. Nice pass by number 3, the libero. A little tip from number 4, managed to dance across that line. 2 hands, a lift called on that set, and the ball will go back to Santa Maria. We've got a score now of 14 Templeton to 9 Santa Maria. Substitution, we've got number 11 coming in for number 7 for the Saints, and we've got number 4 back to serve, which is Jackie Espinoza. If I'm correct, I want to say Jackie is a senior at Santa Maria, and her serve just short. Got a sub for Templeton, number 7 coming in for number 19. And we've got number 6, Lauren Reeves, who is a sophomore, back to serve for Templeton. Nice serve. Ooh, free ball coming across from Santa Maria. And Templeton maybe just didn't talk quite enough about that ball, and it hits the floor. Number 2 for Santa Maria, Sasha Kahai, back to serve. We've got a substitution. We've got 22 coming in for 13 for Santa Maria. And the Saints will serve the ball. Nice serve. Nice top spin on that serve. Bump set. Number 33 with the hit. Soft hands by 11. She's going to get up there. Oh, and a little push right across the net. We've got a free ball coming over from Templeton. Santa Maria's setter. And you've got 22 with the hit. Maybe took just too hard of an angle on that and couldn't quite make the angle get all the way across the net. We've got number 2 coming in for number 18 for Templeton, and we've got 22 back to serve again, which shouldn't be possible. Oh, it should. Hannah McRoy. She's their setter, and she's serving. Nice pass by Santa Maria. Set and hit. Oh, and that was blocked by number 2 and number 7 from Templeton. That was a nice block, ladies. 22, we've got Hannah still serving. Score is 17 Templeton to 10 Saints. Hannah pulls off an ace on that swing, on that serve. Made a diving, our libero number 3 for the Saints made a diving effort at that, but it was just too far outside. Service, we got a nice pass and set. Ooh, and number 11 hits that and puts maybe a little too much on it. Andrea Silvas for Santa Maria. A little too, doesn't even know her own strength on that one, just a little too strong. We've got Hannah McRoy still serving. And she drops a short serve. The setter's out. Uh-oh. Number 33 from Templeton looked like she took a little fall there, or slid under the net violation, and the ball reverts to the Saints. So the Saints, we've got number 3, Natalie Oregon, will be serving for the Saints. Nice jump serve, and that was well placed. And that's a lift on the setter for Templeton, and point will go to Santa Maria. Saints are trailing by 7. We've got Templeton with 19 points and Santa Maria with 12 points. Nice serve. Oh, just wide, just wide. You have to serve aggressively though, and sometimes in those aggressive serves you're gonna lose one. But that was some good serving previous to then. So we've got Templeton leading. It's 20-12. Number 33 just clips the top of the net with that serve, and the Saints managed to answer back with a bump set spike of their own. Hit by our middle hitter for Santa Maria. Number 13, Templeton takes a swing at it. And we've got a back row attack from Santa Maria by number 4. And a free ball coming across from Templeton. A libero, beautiful pass from her. And a free ball coming over from Santa Maria. And out. Ooh. Just couldn't quite get to it there for the Saints. That was a great rally by both teams. And we'll pass it back to 33 for the Eagles, who is serving, and her name is Cheyenne Rice. Nice serve, nice up by our libero. And couldn't quite get that one over the net. Number 5, just short on that swing. .33, Cheyenne is still serving. That was a nice float serve. Aw, those are my children and my mother-in-law, and they're awfully cute. They're obviously riveted by this game, but they're still cute. And that point goes to Templeton. Score is 23-12, Templeton's favor. We've got just 2 points to set point here. Remember, we're best of 5 sets, so whichever team wins 3 sets first will be the winner today. A nice serve and a nice up. And a free ball coming across from Santa Maria. Got a nice pass and set, a middle attack. Great set. 2 hands. Okay. The refs have called that a lift against Santa Maria's setter. And now we are at set point here for the Eagles with number 33, Cheyenne Rice, serving for set point. A nice up. And a nice hit, tipped by the blockers. 1, 2. And a great diving save by your libero over here. Nice hit by Santa Maria and a diving save by their libero. Free ball coming across from Templeton. Bump set. Oh, get there. And a free ball coming across from Santa Maria. Templeton sets it up and goes for a big swing. A nice, oh, excellent save. Oh, just under the net, number 11. That was great teamwork, Santa Maria. And Templeton takes the first set. The Eagles beat the Saints 25-12 was the final score of the first set. We're going to go ahead and take a short break up here while the teams switch sides and get ready for set number 2. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back. We have the Saints versus the Eagles. Templeton versus Santa Maria High School. This is a varsity volleyball game tonight. This is a league game. Los Padres League. We've got Santa Maria High coach Christine Anaya with us tonight, as well as the head coach for Templeton, whose name escapes me at the moment. We've got the Saints on the left-hand side of the court in red, the Eagles in white, and the Eagles will have first serve of the second set. Eagles currently lead the match. They won the first set, and as soon as our referees are ready, we will begin. All right, 22, Hannah McRoy serving for Templeton. Nice jump serve, ooh. And that one just goes right off the top of the shoulder. Kind of got stuck between number 3 and 22. Maybe just a little more communication in the defense, and And those girls will be able to serve that ball right up. Pass it right up, I should say. Another set. Excuse me, and a free ball coming across from Santa Maria just off the top of the tape. Templeton is scrambling. Ooh, and our blocker gets up there and hammers it back down. All right, Saints have a point. The score is 1-1. Saints will take over the service. We've got number 2, Sasha Kahai, serving for the Saints. She is their setter. And a nice serve there with a lot of topspin. We've got a pass. Oh! Pass by Santa Maria. Setter couldn't quite get to that ball. Point goes to Templeton. Number 11 serving for Templeton, Natalie Blishak. Nice float serve. Pass by number 22 from Santa Maria back across the net. And Templeton takes a swing at it, bumps that spike, but it goes wide. Number 3 serving for Santa Maria, nice jump serve. Templeton pass, set, quick set, and that middle hitter slams it down right to the back, almost all the way to that back line. Gets by the back row of defense for Santa Maria, and the serve will go over to number 33, Cheyenne Rice, for the Eagles. Serve is good, and it's a free ball coming back from the Saints. And hit by number 15, passed dug up by the Saints and free balled back over. Another nice hit from Templeton. Just too hot to handle for number 2 from Santa Maria, which is Sasha Kahai. And the set will revert, or the serve will revert back to the Eagles. We'll continue with the Eagles. We've got Cheyenne serving again. Score is 4-2. Eagles lead the Saints. We've got a free ball coming over from the Saints to the Eagles. We've got a pass, a bump set, and a spike. A nice up by number 11 for the Saints, and a back row attack by number 4. Didn't quite make it over the top of that tape. It was a nice swing and a very nice up by number 11, which is Andrea Silvas. Cheyenne serving again. Service. Nice up by our back row, number 4. And a free ball coming over from the Saints. A beautiful block by Santa Maria. Unfortunately, they blocked it all the way out of bounds. Unfortunately, that was a very nice block. For really, that hit was coming in nice and hard too. That was a great block. Nice hit. And the force on that hit just drove that ball right out of bounds off that block. We've got a service error by number 33, Cheyenne Rice, for the Eagles. And the serve goes back to the Saints. We've got 11, Andrea Silvas serving. Nice top spin on that serve, bump set, and a tip. And referees are calling for a lift from that set. And the unforced error will give the Saints another point. Andrea's back to serve again. And that serve hit the line. My goodness, that was a nice serve. And that was an ace. Andrea is being subbed out. Number 7, which is Leticia Arando, coming in to serve for her. Andrea just put up 2 points on our board, and now we've got number 7 in here. Must have come in specially to serve, and she has a nice serve as well. Ooh, that was almost another ace. And a free ball coming back from the Eagles. Got a nice pass from the back row, a set, and a great hit. We've got a pass, tight on that net. And the point goes to the Saints. Referees are calling that ball out of bounds because it hit the antenna. We are tied up at 6-6 with number 7 serving for the Saints, Leticia Arando. Another nice serve. We've got a pass, a set, and we're off the net for a swing. A nice hard swing passed by number 3, and we're going to take a free ball from the Saints right on over to the Eagles. Got a pass, a set by 22, and a hit, and that hit goes wide as number 6 swings from the middle position and sends that ball just out of bounds. We've got a timeout called by the Eagles. The Saints are currently leading 7-6, and while they take a timeout down on the court, we're going to take a quick timeout up here. Okay, and they are who? I know. They're down here on the right side. You can try to get a spot of them. I can talk about them right now if you want. Okay. Welcome back to Santa Maria High School, where we've got the Saints battling it out with the Eagles. Joining us today, you'll see these gentlemen on the screen. We've got Assistant Athletic Director Dave Yamati. And we have also with us the Athletic Director for Santa Maria High School, Brian Wallace. These are the gentlemen you see on your screen to the right. And as we get back into this game here, we've got the Saints leading 7-6 over the Eagles in their first lead of the day. Nice serve by number 7, taking it deep. And we've got a swing by the outside hitter for Templeton, which is passed by the libero. And another swing by number 4 on the Saints, and that ball hits the floor. That's a kill, folks. Number 7, Letitia Arando, will continue serving for the Saints. Set by 22, a middle attack, and that ball is just absolutely hammered down onto the floor. That ball was hit by number 22 for the Eagles, Hannah McRoy. And number 2 for the Eagles, Abby Vieira, will be back to serve. She's a senior at Templeton High School. With a nice serve, diving save, popped it out of the net. Excellent defense, Saints. And the Saints won that joust at the net. We've got that is some serious defense both teams are playing right now. And touch. Point goes to the Saints. That hit was, I want to say by number 2. Don't quote me on that. That was an epic battle at the net. Tips and touches and swings and digs and all sorts of stuff, and Santa Maria came out on top and are leading 9-7. We've got, looks like number 13 back to serve for Santa Maria Saints, and it's passed by the libero for the Eagles. Middle attack. Number 4 for the Saints attacks, and it's going to be a free ball coming over from the Eagles. Helping the setter out there is number 4, and number 7 is bringing it over free. And just took maybe just the wrong angle with her shoulders, and the ball went wide. The point goes to the Eagles. And we've got number 13 back for the Eagles to serve, Savannah Joel. Free ball coming over from the Saints, and didn't quite make it from that distance that she was trying to get it over from. So we've got a point to the Eagles. Our score is tied up at 9-9. In the second set between the Eagles and the Saints. Eagles are serving, number 13. A nice serve. Oh my goodness. Number 13 for Santa Maria, Alexandra Romero, goes diving after it and just can't quite get it back across the tape without it going out. Diving attempt by 13 to rescue the second ball for the Saints. Didn't quite make it there. Templeton leads 12-9. with number 13, Savannah Joel, serving. Serve, and that's a beautiful pass by number 11 for the Saints. And a hit. Beats the block. Set by 19 for Templeton. And a great up, a nice dig in the back row for the Saints. And we've got a back row attack. Just a little long, just a little long. It was a nice pass, it was a great set, and it was a nice swing, just a little long. Santa Maria High really needs to break this serve if they're going to get back in this game. Oh, and that's an ace for the Eagles. I thought that ball was out as well, ladies. I thought it was going. It dropped just inside that back line, and the Eagles lead it 14-9. Timeout called by Santa Maria High School. And we'll take a brief break up here as well. We're back here at Santa Maria High, and we've got Madeline Arguijo in the stands. She is my niece, and she's adorable. Service for the Eagles. And free ball from the Saints coming back across. Nice set by 18 for the Eagles, a middle attack, and defended. Dug out by number 3 for the Saints. A nice swing from the front row, number 4 for the Saints. And we've got a tip coming over from the Eagles, which is defended by the Saints. And a middle attack from the Saints, which lands on the court, and that is a kill for number, I think it was number 5. It could have been number 4. Sorry, folks, we've got ponytails getting in the way of the my ability to read numbers over here. We've got number 5 for Santa Maria High School serving, Laisha Real. And a great serve, an ace, clips the top of that tape like she meant to do it, and drops right in the middle of the Eagles' defense. Score is 11-14. Eagles lead by 3. Laisha Real serving. And we've got a tip over, defended by number 4. Set by our setter for Santa Maria. And an attack coming back over. A push from the Eagles. And a free ball coming back over from Santa Maria. Set by number 18 for the Eagles. And the referees are going to call it a two-hand touch, which means that as the setter is setting the ball, the hands don't both touch the ball at the same time, therefore becoming a two-handed touch instead of the gentle kind of cradle you want in a set. Laisha serving. And we've got a free ball coming over from the Eagles, just short. Number 4 with the pass to the setter, number 2. Ooh, and just noticed she's a lefty. She went up and swung at that ball left-handed. Couldn't quite get it back across the net with those big blockers in front of her, but definitely a good effort and one to watch with that left-handed swing. Number 6 for the Eagles with a service error, puts it right in the net. That was Lauren Reeves. And we've got the libero for the Eagles coming back into the game as number 4 for the Saints, Jackie Espinoza, steps up to serve. Score is 15-13. Eagles are leading. Jackie serves it across the net. We've got a middle attack, which she digs out. Oh my goodness. And just can't quite get a hold of that second ball there. A nice attack by number 11 for the Eagles. We've got number 22 back to serve, Cheyenne Rice. She's a sophomore for the Eagles. Excuse me, 22 is Hannah McRoy. Excuse me. We've got a back row attack for the Saints, which is being called in by our line judge and out by our referees. And the referees will supersede what the line judge said. Nice jump serve from 22. A beautiful dig in the back row on that serve. Beautiful pass. And number 11 with the swing for Santa Maria, Andrea Silvis. And it just goes just wide of that back line. So Hannah McRoy will continue serving for the Eagles. Eagles lead 18-13. Hannah's had quite a few service runs today. I don't have a statistician up here with me, so I can't tell you how many points she served, but quite a few for her team. Nice set by their server. Diving save by the Saints, and just can't quite get there in time. Number 2, Sasha, and number 9, Maria, seemed like they had a bit of a collision there. It's always a difficult thing. Nice soft hands from number 11 on that serve receive. And a great swing, nails it right into that back right corner. And the Saints will take the serve. We've got number 22, Mia Lopez, coming in for number 13, Alexandra Romero. And Sasha Kahai will take the serve for the Saints. Saints are trailing by 5 and hoping to regain the lead here. Nice serve. And a swing by number 11 for the Saints. Their libero for the Eagles pops it up. And number 33 hammers it down for the Eagles. Just too hot to handle for the Saints. Eagles lead 20-14 with number 11, Natalie Blishik, back to serve. A great serve received by our libero for the Saints. Swing by number 11. And Templeton answers back with a nice hard swing of their own. The Saints free ball it over, and the Eagles will eventually free ball it back. We've got a setup for a nice swing here. Oh, and she tips it. A nice, tricky off-speed push there by number 11 of the Saints. And she goes up and beats the block of the Eagles. We've got a great rally going here, folks. 11 with the swing again, a nice hard hit. The Eagles libero pushes it right into that hole in the defense in the back row. We've got another free ball coming over from the Saints. Middle attack, fielded by number 11, set up. The libero pushes it right over. We've got a block by Santa Maria. Set up for a great swing by number 11 and just can't quite get to it. Timing was just a little bit off. A great rally between the Saints and the Eagles. And the Eagles win that point. Eagles are 21, serving 14. Nice serve, great up by the libero. And tip outside by number 11 that 22 for the Eagles just can't quite get to. Great effort, made a diving effort, but just couldn't quite get there. We've got number 5 coming in for number 9 for the Saints. And we've got number 3, Natalie Oregon, the Saints libero, back to serve. That was a heck of a floater. I don't know if you could see the movement on that ball from your screen, but from my screen, the movement on that serve was absolutely spectacular. The Eagles take that serve receive, set it up and swing, and the hit goes wide, and we've got Natalie back to serve again. Another nice float serve. We've got 19 in serve receive. Number 11 for the Saints beats the Eagles block there. We've got a free ball coming over from the Eagles. Nice setup for the strong side. Number 11, libero for the Eagles, answers with a nice save of her own. And we've got a collision in the back row between number 4, Jackie, and number 3, Natalie for the Saints. Just couldn't quite decide, I think, who was going to get to that ball, but a great effort by both. That was a hard 1 point there by the Eagles, and we've got number 33 serving for the Eagles. A swing by number 11 on the offside generates a point for the Saints as it drops right in front of their back row. We've got the Saints, number 11, Andrea Silvis. Well, she's not. She's coming out. Number 7, Leticia Arrondo, who served us several points earlier in the match, is back into serve. Eagles setter keeping it out of the net. The nice swing coming across from the Eagles. And number 3, the libero for the Saints, just isn't quite tall enough to get her hand on that ball as she jumped up. Ball's tipped. Point goes to the Eagles. And we've got number 2 for the Eagles, Abby Vieira, back to serve. A really strong serve from number 2 for the Eagles. That ball was moving fast and had a lot of movement on it. A nice float serve and a tip by number 6 from the Eagles that doesn't quite make it across the net. Point goes to the Saints. We've got a substitution for the Eagles. Number 18 is coming in for number 2. Number 18 is Kara coming in for Abby. And we've got number 13 coming in for number 22 for the Saints. Number 13, Alexandra Romero, is serving. Saints are 18, serving 23. A lot of spin on that ball. Number 11 for the Eagles tries to pass that one out to her setter and just has a passing error. Setter can't quite dig it out of the net. And so we're back to number 13, serving for the Saints. Just a little long, just a little bit too much on it. So the Eagles have set point. The Saints trail by 5, and we've got number 13 serving for the Eagles, Savannah Joel. Nice serve by Savannah, nice up in the back row. And we've got a free ball passed over from the Saints to the Eagles. What will they do with it? We've got a pass, set, middle attack, and it drops right inside the line. And that is it for set number 2. The Eagles lead 2-0 sets. And while we take a break in between sets over here, I'm going to take a break as well. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome back to Santa Maria High School. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, as the Saints battle it out with the Eagles. The Eagles lead the match 2-0 sets. Saints are hoping to make a comeback in this set here. And it looks like the Eagles will begin with the serve. Did it go? Did it go? Excuse me, Santa Maria begins with the serve, a great serve. Free balled immediately back over. And we've got a back row attack for number 3 for the Saints. And a free ball passed back over by the Saints. Libero for the Eagles makes a nice play. And you've got a middle attack for number 7 on the Eagles. That is Valentina Shaw with a kill there. Number 22 for the Eagles, back to serve, Hannah McRoy. Saints in serve receive. Number 4 back to receive that ball. Maybe couldn't just quite move her feet fast enough to back up to where she needed to get, and took it a little high on the shoulder. And another deep serve by Hannah. It'll be a free ball over from the Saints. Set up by number 22 for the Eagles, and a nice outside hit by Templeton that goes just wide of their mark. Point goes to the Saints, and it'll be Saints serve. Number 5 for the Saints has come in for number 9, who will join her team on the bench as the libero serves for the Saints. And it'll be a free ball over from the Eagles. A nice pass from the libero. And a middle attack by the Saints that goes just long of that back line. Point goes to the Eagles. The Eagles lead 3-1. Number 8 back to serve. That was a really nice float serve that was defended very well by number 3 for the Saints. And it's Eagles ball with a tip picked up by number 11 for the Saints. And a free ball delivered with authority. Point for the Eagles. And number 8 back to serve again. Oh, and an ace for number 8 from the Eagles, Shelby Burns. That ball clipped the top of the tape and dropped dead right on the floor. Just inside the line. That's ace number 2 for number 8, Shelby Burns for the Eagles. And Saints coach Christina Naya has called a timeout. Try and let that server cool off and maybe see if they can't break that serve. Talking about serve receive, I'm sure. The Eagles coach, Cameron Schaefer, has a little pep talk with his team as well. Looks like he's talking about ball control, setting, and trying to get those 3 hits in on the on each play. Saints are set up, ready to defend, as number 8, Shelby Burns, gets ready to serve for the Eagles. Number 3 with a nice pass. Setter for the Saints pushes it right over the net in a tricky move that leads to a point and a side out for the Saints. Number 7 again coming in for number 11. Number 7, Letty, is getting ready to serve and has had great success for the Saints so far. A nice short serve. And unfortunately, number 22, the setter for the Eagles, is called for a lift. Letty's back to serve for the Saints. Puts some crazy spin on that ball and drops it almost in the exact same spot as she did for her last serve. The Eagles can't quite handle it, and it's an ace for Letty. That time, the serve is pushed to that back corner. Instead of dropping it short, she pushes that serve deep, and the Eagles can't quite make a good return on that. Letty's back to serve. Saints trail now only by 1. And we've got an unforced service error by Letty. The Eagles will take over the serve. Eagles lead the Saints 7-5. We've got number 19 back to serve for the Eagles. She's a defensive specialist for the Eagles. Serve is received by number 7 for the Saints, Letty Arando. And point goes to the Eagles. 19 back to serve. And passed right back across the net by the Saints. Number 33 hits. We've got blockers at the net and a free ball coming back across from the Saints. A nice back set by number 22. And man, were the Saints scrappy trying to get that one back across the net, but unfortunately it was just outside of the lines of the bounds of the court. So the point will go to the Eagles. Eagles lead the Saints 9-5. Number 19 with a jump serve. 22 gets a hand on it. And in an intense joint effort by the Saints, they just can't quite get it back across the net. We've seen a lot of heart out there, a lot of scrap out there. And maybe just need to get in some ball control and the Saints will make a comeback. 19 with the serve. A nice serve, a great up by the libero for the Saints, and a free ball across the net. Set up by 22 for the Eagles. 33 comes in to hammer it down and doesn't quite make it across the net. Those Saints blockers must have given her time to make a second thought there. We've got 13 coming in for 22 for the Saints. Number 13, Alexandra Romero, will be serving. A nice serve and a nice up in the back row from the Eagles. And a middle attack. That was textbook. That was a textbook middle attack, a really nice attack. A kill for number 33 for the Eagles. And we've got number 18 for the Eagles coming in to serve. Kara Cruz with a float serve that, man, could have been in, could have been out, who knows. And a free ball coming back across from the Saints. Unfortunately, that's going to be called a lift. On the first ball of any defensive, we've got a serve by number 18 for the Eagles. Nice up by the libero. And a free ball passed over by number 4 for the Saints. 18 sets it up, and 33 swings and hits it out of bounds for Templeton. In a serve receive, the first contact that's made with the ball by the defensive team can be any sort of contact. It doesn't have to be a pretty set. It can be your knuckles. It can be your forearms. It can be whatever it is. But unfortunately, once you get past that first contact, if you're going to set the ball, it has to be done properly, hence the lift calls we've seen so far in the game. And that was a point for the Eagles, who lead the Saints 13-7. With number 33 back to serve for the Eagles. A nice float serve handled well by the libero for the Saints. And a free ball coming across. Number 8 gets up for the Eagles and hits that ball right out of bounds. Point goes to the Saints. And we've got substitutions. We've got number 15 coming in for number 9. And it looks like number 11 coming in for number 7. We've got number 4, Jackie Espinoza, back to serve for the Saints. Jackie's serve goes deep. And a beautiful middle attack by number 6 for the Eagles. And a great defensive move by the libero. Oh, And the ball drops on the ground between number 2 and number 13 for the Saints. Looks like we just had a question of whose ball that was for that second ball. Great effort by number 3, the libero. And we've got number 6 for the Eagles serving. Good hustle by the Saints trying to save that ball, but unfortunately just couldn't quite get there in time. Number 6, Lauren Reeves, is serving for the Eagles. That serve looked tricky from up here, folks. A lot of movement on that ball, and the Saints just cannot get under control, unfortunately. Score is 16-8. Eagles are leading. And again, this is game 3 of a 5-game set. The Eagles lead the set 2-0. Got a swing by number 13 for the Saints. Number 18 sets it up for number 22 for the Eagles. We've got a nice set coming from Santa Maria. And number 11 for Santa Maria, Andrea Silvis, beats the block laid down by the Eagles. The Eagles blocked that ball out of bounds, and so the point goes to the Saints. We've got number 2, Sasha Kahai, serving for the Saints. I believe she's the team setter. Number 7 with a swing. Dug up by number 4 for the Saints, but just could not quite keep the ball in the air enough for someone to get a second hand on it. Number 22, Hannah McRoy, back to serve for the Eagles. And she pushes it to the back corner. Set up by number 2. Swung at by number 11 for the Saints, and that's a kill by number 11, Andrea Silvis. Saints will serve. Number 5 is coming in for number 15. Number 5 is Laisha Real. Coming in for number 15, Johanna Rivera. And we've got number 3, Natalie Oregon, back to serve for the Saints. A nice serve by Natalie, set up by number 22. Oh, man. Got a nice touch by those blockers. Santa Maria's blockers got up there. When a blocker gets up there and touches the ball, it changes the trajectory of the ball, and your back row, your defense has a hard time reading where that ball is going to go, and I think that's what happened to the Saints there. Nice up in the back row, and it's serve received by number 4 for the Saints, and passed over the net as a free ball, set up by the Eagles. Libero gets a hand on it. A diving save by number 4, and number 11 pushes the ball over for the Saints. A swing and a kill by number 33 for the Eagles. That's Cheyenne Rice. Valiant effort by number 3. A really nice dig on that one. Unfortunately, the rest of her team couldn't chase down the dig. Long ball served out by number 8. That's an unforced service error for number 8, Shelby Burns from the Eagles. And we've got a substitution for the Saints. We've got number 7, Letitia, coming in for number 11, Andrea Silvis. Let these back to serve. She's had some great success against the Eagles today, hoping it will continue. A nice serve by Letty, all deep in the back row. Set over, pushed over by the setter for the Eagles. Tricky. And we've got a swing from the front row of the Saints. Popped up, dug out. That ball was dug out by the Eagles, but their setter, number 22, was called for an illegal set. Several times today she's been called by that. I don't know if these referees are especially picky about it or if she's just having a struggle today or what's going on. Score is currently 20-12. The Eagles are leading the Saints. We've got number 7 back to serve for the Eagles, Valentina Shaw. Free ball going over from the Saints to the Eagles. Passed up by the Eagles, set, and a swing by number 33, dug out by the libero for the Saints. Free ball coming back from the Saints, right to that back corner. Set up by the Eagles, touch on that block for the Saints. Somebody better swing, and a free ball back from the Saints. Set up by 22 and a middle attack, really difficult to defend against. Letty got down on the floor for that one and just couldn't quite control that ball. And that is what happens when you set a middle. To set a middle to set a middle attacker, your pass to your setter has to be excellent. And if your middle is getting as many hits in as the Eagles' middle has, you know that that's some serious defense going on with the defenders for the Eagles. Swing and a miss for the Saints, just a little deep on that hit. The Eagles are leading 22-12. Number 7 with the serve for the Eagles. Serve received by number 22, and a free ball tipped back across the net. Oh my goodness, back and forth tipping. Swing by the Eagles, and man, did number 2 for the Eagles nail that ball. Abby Vieira with that hit. Didn't see that one coming. (23-12), number 7 serving for the Eagles, and that's an unforced service error. Got number 12 coming in for number 22 for the Saints. Number 12 is Arance Leon. And she jogs it out to grab that ball so she can serve. Service from the Saints. And a great serve by number 12 for the Saints. Oh, nice hustle. Nice hustle by number 3 for the Saints, but just couldn't quite get the ball that got shanked from by one of her teammates. Couldn't quite make it there. We've got number 18 in for number 2. Number 18 for the Eagles. Kara Cruz will be serving. We've got set point, folks. If the Eagles match point, excuse me. If the Eagles win this point, that will be the ball game. Uh-oh, little confusion on the Eagles side and a back row attack. Nice dig by the libero. And a free ball coming over from the Saints. Set and a back row attack. A little off speed there from number 19 on the Eagles. And a swing by number 4 on the Saints, and that is in. Point for the Saints. The Saints are still alive, folks. We've got the Saints serving. Number 5 for the Saints. That is Laisha Real. And she's still serving into match point for the Eagles. A nice serve, passed by the libero. Swing by 22 for the Eagles, and that is in. And folks, that is the match. The Eagles pull a sweep over the Santa Maria Saints. Tonight has been senior night for the Santa Maria High School Saints ladies. They will finish up with 2 games on the road to finish out their season. I wish everyone a good night and good luck, safe travels, and we'll see you next time.